Hi everybody, I am Precious, the SoCal gardener, and today I am going to plant seedlings. Today is February 6, 2021. Generally, you want to start your seedlings 6 to 4 weeks before your last frost date, and the last frost date from my area is around March 19th, March 20th. So I think we're doing really good timing right now. I have my grow lights right here, just Fairy Morse grow lights. I have 2 of them. I am using the it's called the Gardener Organic Seed Starting Pot Mix. I'm going to start off with that. But I also have this cool tray that I picked up. I think it was at Home Depot, and I didn't even realize what I was picking up. I actually had saw the Epic Gardener, I think his name is Kevin, use this. So it has these pea pods in them, and then it has this, like, I guess like a wicking thing, and it sits on top of a tray, and you wet it and you put your seedling tray on top, and the mat like absorbs the water from underneath here. So I thought that was totally cool, and I'm gonna look under here because I'm just being nosy now. Oh yeah, this is really cool. So 36 of those. But I also have these right here, 7 of these, and this year I'm trying something new. I am trying loofah gourds. I don't know if you could see it, or it might look backwards. I don't know, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm going to be planting loofah gourds. I'm kind of excited about that because hopefully by the end of this year I will be also introducing a handmade soap and soap accessories business. So I'm going to try to grow these loofah gourds in this tray right here. So I'm gonna put those here, and I have this very small space in the side of my kitchen that I'm starting these seedlings. So besides the loofah gourds, I am going to be planting sun jewel melons. I planted these last year, and I was so surprised. They were delicious to me. They were yellow on the outside, white on the inside, and they tasted like juicy pears. And the skin, you can actually eat them with the skin. They grew like wild flowers last year, so I made sure to save a lot of seeds. So I'm going to be planting those. Sugar baby watermelons. Love me some watermelons. Got 2 packs of those. The crimson sweet watermelons. Had some seeds left over for those. The hearts of gold cantaloupe. You see a melon theme going on here. Honeydew tomatoes. Last year I did so good with my tomatoes. I had beefsteak and I had Roma. The only thing is that I really did not understand the concept of indeterminate and determinate plants. So I had these Romas in my veggie pod, which is like this high off the ground. And I had the trellises, and I had the Romas right here and the beefsteak here. And that beefsteak grew to like, it was crazy. It was crazy how it grew. I kept having to go outside and put strings and pull it this way and pull it that way. And then I probably could have kept the plant a lot longer. However, it got attacked by those hornworms. And when I say it got attacked, it got attacked. So since the plant was so big for the veggie pod and it got attacked by the hornworms, I just chopped it down. I just took it out, chopped it down, and I said I'm going to start again. I'm going to start again in a very, very low garden bed. I have a garden bed ready and designated for tomatoes this year. Will not be trying to grow tomatoes in my veggie pod. So I'll be growing Romas. Of course, the beefsteak. Love the beefsteak. Gonna try some cherry tomatoes. The Kellogg's breakfast tomato. There are a lot of YouTube gardeners that I love to watch. Callie Kim is one of them. I love her. And she always says her Kellogg's breakfast tomato. So I got these from Seed Saver. So thank you, Callie Kim. And also thank you, Epic Gardener, for this tray. I didn't realize what I had bought until I opened it. I also found the Black Beauty tomato. I am just like mesmerized by this tomato, and I want to try to grow it this year. Also, what else do I have here? So I have some winter squash, some buttercup, and some butternut. So I'm going to start these. I may be able to start these outside. We'll see. I'm going to put these to the side. May be able to just throw them in the ground and not have to start seeding. So I'm just going to put those to the side for right now. Then I have my eggplant. Last year, these are the Black Beauty eggplant. Last year I grew Japanese eggplant and Black Beauty. They both grew, but I just fell in love with the Black Beauty. I made eggplant parmesan for the first time. My mother, who's not really a veggie person, tried the fried eggplant I made because she's more of a fried zucchini, and she fell in love with it. I was like, you need to stop picking at this eggplant because I need to put it in the container to make the parmesan. And so I had to like take it away from her. And I have this cucumber straight 8 heirloom variety cucumber. So that is what I'm going to start off with. I am going to know the directions. This is my first time using the seedling tray. So I'm like a good girl reading the directions on here. So it says, okay, insert the plant stand, the side edges. Okay, watering and preparing pellets. Slowly pour warm water over pellets, allowing them to soak. Water will collect in the watering tray below. Allow pellets to expand over 3 to 5 minutes. Please note that the pellets will expand at different rates. Excuse me. Some pellets may need second soaking to fully expand. After the pellets expand, use the wood soil mixer stick to loosen, pour, and even out the soil in each cell, which I have that little stick. The other thing that Epic Gardener, I don't remember him mentioning, is that this is a burpee planogram. So it tells you like if you want to plant your stuff, and this is the stick that they're talking about. They call it the mixer stick. Mixer stick. I don't know. I listen to Lead Farmer a lot, and a lot of times I'm like, just get the seed, plant it in the ground, water it, watch it grow. But I'm trying. Okay, so I got this little handy dandy watering tool, and I'm gonna go ahead and start watering the pellets. Yep. Now I have a little OCD, so I went ahead and turned each of these pellets around, and guess what? They're flipping back over again. So yeah, that was to do about nothing, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's see here. Just gonna water all these pellets. Watch them expand here, which they are. And I'm going to actually put some more water in my watering cans for that. And it says some of the pellets may take a little longer. One thing while those are doing that, one thing you always want to do is label your seedlings so that you can remember what you planted. Do it while you're planting everything, or else you'll forget. I forget everything. So I'm just going to put a little bit more water on this. And while these are, yeah, some of these pellets are still very little. Just said 3 to 5 minutes. But looking at my clock over there, say around 12:32. So in the meantime, I have the other gardening mix I was telling you about. So I'm going to pour water in here and start mixing this for the loofahs. And from what I heard with loofah plants is that they really don't like to be transplanted. So I am trying a little bit something different. I've seen different ways that people have planted loofah, and I see people planting them directly in the ground, and I have seen people transplant them, but I heard that they don't like to be transplanted too much. So we'll see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant about 4 or 5 seedlings. I've also seen people cut the tips of the seeds and then plant them. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna plant a couple without cutting the tip, and then plant a couple with cutting the tip. And then when I start seeing these, it's time to transplant them, I'm thinking, instead of taking them out of the container, because these are supposed to be biodegradable, but they're pretty hard to. I think the best ones are the paper ones. I think I'm just gonna cut the bottom and then plant them. But I'm also going to plant some seeds. After planting seeds, I'm gonna plant some seeds outside to see which ones survive. Get one of my big watering things out, and I'm spilling water, and use that. Now they say that the mix should be like a crumbly brownie, what do you call it, texture. So that's what I'm mixing it as, and my hands are getting all dirty in the kitchen here, but that's okay because it's the kitchen and you can clean it up. There's a sink in here for a reason. So I'm just mixing that up till it's the consistency of like a brownie, and then I can fill those containers there. Okay, so it is 12:32. I am still mixing this, but I need to do the pellets. I think that's mixing pretty well here in my container. See, I'm really mixing it in front of you, live on the camera. Get that into a very good consistency there. I think this is one of my longer videos, which is weird for me. Usually I'm outside in the yard, and I will be out there a little bit later. I'll be making another video showing how I'm going to make a planter bed for some grapes that I purchased, and I think that's good. So that other mix is ready, so now I'm going to take, like it says, the peat. I'm going to put some more water on that one. That one was kind of dry. Video. You know how that goes. Ooh, that one didn't even really pop up. Okay. And move my seedlings out the way. So there we go. See, now it's starting to work. Yep. So pop those out. Get those going. That's working. Now I could probably do that one here. And the good thing is this tray is, oh, that one's like really dry. This tray is sitting on top of that mat, which draws the water up. So again, thank you, Epic Gardener, for that information on this seedling tray. I think I'll be trying to keep this for a while and clean it out and everything. So that's what I'm doing. And over the last 2 years, I really got into the gardening. And I'm going to tell you what gardeners that I tend to listen to the most. And I just like their style and everything that they do. So of course, Lady Lead and Lead Farmer. I looked at them. Callie Kim was one of the first gardeners that I started watching on YouTube. I think she is awesome. Man, this is a process. 36 sales. I am trying to get this done. And then let me turn it up. I just want to make sure you guys can. Lesson learned. I touched the camera when I shouldn't have. So anyway, little peat pellets crunched up. So the first one I'm going to do are eggplants. They are very little, and I'm just going to turn on this light here just so I could see. Bam! See that? Illumination. Yep. These fairy Morse lights are good. Just so I could see a little bit more of what I'm going to do here. So these are the Black Beauty eggplants. Oh my God! I fell in love with eggplant last summer. And they don't want to come out of the package that well. That's why you have these. So we can do this. And we cut, and then we reseal them with some tape, and then use them again. And that's how it goes. Okay, so I was also telling you the YouTubers that I like. So the ones that I like, and I think I'm gonna do like a couple of these to each sales. I may do about 4 sales. So of course, Lady Lead and Lead Farmer, Cali Cam, Epic Gardener, Self-Sufficient Me. I love that guy. I've been to Australia once, and I want to go back. I really like him. Homestead Heart. She is really good. Who else? There are so many. I can't think of her name, but she just had a baby. I can't think of her name, but I like her. And who else? I think his name is Gilpatrick. Yeah, I like him. He's pretty dope. I like him. I'm trying to see who else I know. There's more. I just can't think of off the top of my head. Now see what I was about to do? I was about to not label. So I'm gonna put the date on this side. Date is 2/6/21, and these are Black Beauty eggplant. Butte eggplant. So, and you just stick them in there like that. I put them in the corner, and there you go. The next one I'm going to do are my cucumbers. And get this going. Yep. Okay, that one opened easy. I'm trying to think of who I like. I listen to so many gardeners. But I do like Homestead Heart. I like her. Like Lead. So, Hollis and Nancy and Bing Bing. I love Hollis, Nancy, and Bing Bing. Now, these seeds for the cucumbers are like way bigger than the eggplant. So I think I'm just going to put 2 of those in each one. And I think I'm going to just do like 3. I'm not going to do that many and put that there. I love Hollis and Nancy. I watch them all the time. I love how their food grows. I think it's fantastic. I like Lead and Lady Lead. Everybody I watch is pretty much down to earth. because they're so real. You know, everybody is so real, and of course you can be nothing but real on YouTube. I like how he emphasizes, which I've been telling people for years, to grow food and to prepare. And you know, and they speak a lot of truth. Everybody I listen to speaks a lot of truth. Callie Kim, I love how professional she is. I really like her. Her and her husband, camera guy. I think that's awesome. The Epic Dude, I find him to be awesome because he started off in that little yard. These are my Black Beauty tomatoes. I'm excited about this. He started off in that little yard, and now he has the Epic Homestead. And he's really trying to be self-sufficient. Now look at that. I thought I was going to have more. So all of these are going to get planted like right away. That's hilarious. Like I could probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It gave me like 13 seeds. Okay. Maybe I should have ordered 2 packs. Next time I will. Oh my gosh. I'll probably have to save that little thing or something. That's hilarious. Okay. So I'm going to put like 2 in each thing because they didn't give me that many. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. 2 in each thing. Just bring them across. And, oh, that was just like enough. So I just put them into 6 cells. Like right there. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my God. All right. Whatever. And, yeah, that's kind of funny. All right. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Next time I know, I'm definitely going to order some more of those. And I'm going to order like 2 or 3 packs because they literally gave me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 seeds. And I just divide them into 6 cells. So, not cool, but whatever. Hopefully they'll grow prolifically and I'll be happy. So these are my Black Beauty tomatoes. And I'm just taking my time. It's a nice Saturday in California. A few weeks ago, we had the craziest weather. So where I live, it tends to be really windy. Like you can leave my city and then there's no wind, and then you come back into my city and it's like 30, 40 mile per hour winds. So I've had to actually cover up a lot of my vegetables this year. And then it came to a point I was like, look, they're gonna have to survive. They're gonna have to make it. Then we had some very torrential rains. I mean, it was crazy bad. It was crazy bad. And then I got hail and then snow. So in general, it snows 2 to 3 times a year in my area, and usually it just a little layer, it doesn't stick. This is like the 3rd year in a row that it has stuck, and it wasn't going nowhere. It stayed. And I had just planted some trees. Oh my goodness. So some of my seeds are at the top of the packet. This is, I believe, the Kellogg breakfast. And some of my seeds are in the tape, you guys. No bueno, no bueno. But we're gonna see what we're gonna do. Okay, so I got a little bit more seeds than the Black Beauty. So I don't like the way those look right there. So I'm gonna do about 2 right here. And then a couple more right there. And I try to hit them in the middle. I don't like the seeds when they grow on the side. I just don't like that. You know what? And I'm only gonna do 3 of these. I'm gonna put the rest of the seeds in here. Waste not, want not, right? Oh, I just spilled some. Well, my life will go on. Okay. And that is the Kellogg's breakfast tomato. I'm kind of excited about trying this one because I always hear Callie Kim talking about it. And I'm like, this must be like the bomb tomato in the whole wide world. So I don't have big yards like Epic and Lead and Self-Sufficient. Okay, he has like acres. He has acres. My yard is probably more on the Callie Kim level, but she does so much in that yard, and I just love it. It just excites me. So these are the Kellogg's. See, I was about to forget. Kellogg's breakfast tomato. Makes you think of Kellogg's cornflakes. Kellogg's tomato. And I'm just going to do it like that. And I'm going to sit it right there. And now I have the light on, but I think I'm going to turn it off because I don't want that to get dried out. I just need it to see for a minute. My next one are going to be cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. Now I believe these are a determinate variety. I think, oh wait a minute. It says this is an heirloom cherry variety that has been around for a century. The indeterminate vines are not as phenomenally heavy and yielding as some of the new hybrids. It's an indeterminate. I didn't know. I thought most cherry tomatoes were determinate, but that's good to know. Okay, so I gotta turn this light back on. Becoming blind. Nope, I don't want that. I want the bright one. So let's do that. As you can see, I'm very new to the YouTube thing, so I'm making like probably gonna be like an over an hour long video here. What I don't understand is how come some of these envelopes are easy to open and some of them are not easy to open. You would think, let's do that. So, yeah. Okay. So these are cherry tomatoes. Whoop, whoop. 1, 2, couple there, couple there. I really think I could think of a person's name, the one that just had the pretty baby girl. Can't think of her name, but anyway. Yeah. Those are cherry tomatoes. Make sure we label. I'm trying to think where my other labels are. Okay, so everybody, everything is a mess right here. A huge mess, but I'm getting it done. I'm gonna put that date on it. 2/6/21. Cherry tomatoes. And my handwriting is atrocious. I'm gonna turn that around. There we go. Cherry tomatoes. And I know I have more than just that. I'm actually looking for my okay, I'm blind and deaf, and give me a second. Right in front of my face. I knew I had some more labels. Okay, let's move on to see what else I'm going to plant here. Got some beefsteak and some Romas. Gonna get that going. Get a couple of beefsteak. So last year was my first year planting tomatoes. Oh my God. The tomatoes that I grew, like I was telling you, were in a veggie pot, but they were so delicious. They were the best tomatoes I had ever had. There is a link to I have a blog if you want to look at that. And I actually talk about in my recent story growing tomatoes. These tomatoes were so juicy. I made a grilled cheese sandwich, and those tomatoes, they were just juicy. They didn't dry out, anything like that. They were the best tomatoes I had ever had. So I'm like, I'm growing as many tomatoes as I can this year. I don't care. And my mother always laughs. She's like, why are you growing so much food? I said, well, number one, not everything you plant wants to germinate well. I said, so you got to plant as much as you can. I said, then, I said, you can always can them. Last year was my first year canning, and it's a process. But you know what? I enjoyed that process a lot. So I plan on doing it again this year. I'm very excited. If I grow a lot of tomatoes like I did last year, I'm definitely going to be canning some more. I think I did about 6 or 8 jars of tomatoes. And I mean, those tomatoes grew like wildflowers. They were crazy. Romas. So I'm doing my Romas. And I'm trying to go a little bit faster here, get them done. And yeah, Roma tomatoes. I'm probably going to have to, next is coming up is my watermelon. The honeydew and the cantaloupe, I have some little other containers. I'm going to probably have to put those in. But that's okay. I have enough seedling mix to go around and containers to go around. That was the Roma. Get it together. It's my Romas. The date, 6/21, and Roma tomatoes. Those Roma tomatoes, they were so bomb. And then the hornworms came. Those little suckers. I even heard Callie Kim saw one episode when she said she was having problems with those suckers. So I know how she feels. I'm gonna try sugar babies. I see a lot of people growing sugar baby watermelon. So I'm like, I gotta try it. I gotta try the sugar babies. Last year I tried, I think it was rattlesnake, and I wasn't too happy. Last year I had a lot of issues with the watermelons cracking. So if anybody sees this video and if you want to tell me what can I do to prevent the watermelon from cracking, that would help me. I could tell you one thing I didn't do was mulch. I probably should have mulched a lot better. These seeds are a lot bigger, of course. And I'm going to put 2 in there. 2 in each of these cells. I think out of all my plants, I may have gotten 1 or 2 good melons. The only melons I kept getting consistently were the sun jewels. So yeah, I'll definitely be planting those. Those were sugar babies. Sugar babies. So this year I have a lot of straw mulch. I have a lot of wood mulch. I have a lot of mulch that I plan on using this year. Also this year I'll be growing okra. I'm going to try to grow okra. Funny story about okra, sugar baby. I had, okra can be kind of slimy. And so one day, about 20 years ago, my aunt gave me okra as fried okra. And I was like, I don't like okra. And she was like, you're eating okra right now. I was like, I guess I like fried okra. And so when I said I wanted a garden, I was like, I'm gonna grow me some okra. I don't like it to be slimy, but I do like it fried. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the Crimson Sweet. These are the two I'm growing. Again, I tried the, I think it was a Georgia rattlesnake or whatever, and it grew really big, but it just wasn't my style. Then, you know, you're supposed to check like the stem, make sure the stem is brown. I did all that, and it just, to me, it wasn't sweet. I said, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I need some more fertilizer. You know, I really don't know what's going on, but I think part of it could have been the mulching. And then here in California, when it gets hot, I was watering my garden every day. There were some peaks last summer where it was just like crazy. That soil was drying like crazy, and that's another reason why now I understand the purpose of mulching is to keep the moisture in the ground. So I really hope that I am a lot more successful with my melons this year, because yeah, we really love watermelons, and my mother was just like, it's not sweet. I'm like, well, you're not the one that's growing it, so you can't complain, huh? But yeah, my mother will go to the store every week and just buy herself cut up melons. So yeah, so the cantaloupe and the honeydew, I'm going to put in a separate thing. And also, this thing has a top. So I'm sitting up here putting these things on here. I don't know if that top gonna fit. It may not fit. So I'm gonna make it fit though. Ooh. So these are called sun jewels, and I saved them, and I'm praying. I told you guys that I watch Hollis and Nancy a lot, and so I watched Hollis save sun jewel seeds, and so I'm hoping that they will do well here. I really hope so. And I'm trying to make sure I get some good ones. I hope they grow. I hope I saved them right. See, I keep popping them out everywhere. And then I'm supposed to put them in the pellets, but I think I'm going to cover them with some more soil, because this soil is not enough. And I'll probably plant some more of the sun jewels too. So I'm just going to get some of this soil that I created and put it on this spoon right here, and just kind of cover it up a little bit. 2 different colors. Hope I ain't messing up nothing, but you know, I always thought that supposed to cover it up. And those pellets don't seem like it was enough soil in each one to me. So I'm just going to cover them up like this, real nice and loose, because they're seedlings. Now, I believe once I'm done with this, I am supposed to wet the mat on this tray, and the water is supposed to soak it up. So that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Okay, see here, get this going. So hopefully sometime at the end of March, I will be ready to plant these seeds in the ground. I will be, I have wonderful neighbors. My neighbor next door is actually, we're going to go to the Tractor Supply store in the next city over and get me some cattle panel, because I'm going to grow loofah, and as many of you know, loofah grows long, like they can grow up to 30 feet long. So you want to have good arches and good space for them to spread out. So that's what I'm making sure that I'm doing. So I'm gonna get that done. Almost done covering. Wow, 36 sales, and I still feel like it's not enough. But these are really good size seedling sales here. So this is good. And I did about, well, for the Black Beauty, I did about 6. And for the beefsteak tomatoes, I did 6. But for all the other ones, I did about 3 and planted multiple seeds in each. And it's just me and my mom here, so I want to plant a lot, but I don't want to plant too much. I just want to make sure that these seeds germinate. Let me put this right here for a minute. Got some stuff over here. I'm going to move this out the way. Put this on top of my other thing here. It should be okay. Yep. And from what I know is that you're supposed to, in the instructions, read the instructions, right? Expand, okay. 1 to 2 seeds in each cell. Add water to the watering tray if needed. Depth of water. Well, I guess I'm just gonna add water to this. That's what I'm supposed to do. And it's supposed to suck it up from the top. That's from what I know. Okay, and then I'm going to put that tray back on there, and then I'm going to water it some more because they're a little dry. To me, they're dry. Doop, doop. But I'm not going to soak them. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Now, I always watch Hollis does his seeds, and he leaves his seeds outside. He doesn't use grow light. That seed needs to be covered. See? And I wish I had a seeding rack like Hollis and Nancy. Okay. I promise you next time I'm going to try to seem more exciting. But right now, I'm trying to get these seeds planted. All right. Next is my loofah, and I'm trying to understand how this tray is supposed to fit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this out. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to take the sticks out because I'll have this filled out. Then I don't have to worry about it. But I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So next are my loofahs. And then I'll be done. I'm going to stop here because I'm already going on like 45 minutes. So in the meantime, these are going to grow. They're going to germinate. I have 2 grow lights here. I believe you should leave your seedling the lights on for like no more than 16 hours the first couple of weeks. And then when you start seeing them grow and they're almost ready, you're gonna cut or pull or pluck the ones you don't want, because I did add a lot of extra seeds because I wanted to try to see how many seedlings I can germinate. And when I have enough, when I start seeing the, you call them the true leaves on them, then I'm going to cut the little ones. And then eventually I'm hoping to be planting these out in the garden around the end of March, beginning of April sometime. We still do get rain in California. California is like an anomaly. We have all types of weather. We have the beach, we have the mountains, we have the desert, we have the inland, we have the coast, we have all of this stuff. We have multiple different types of weather within the state of California all the time. So a lot of people say, oh, in California you don't have to do seedlings. Technically, no, I don't have to do seedlings, but I'm trying to get a head start. So instead of planting in April, these will already be growing, and then hopefully by midsummer, I can have some fruit. I can have some veggies. And plus, lately, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. Like I said, the other day, it snowed, and it stayed till the next day, and it took all day to melt. And like I said, it usually snows, but not like that. So I think it's really safer for me to go ahead and do these seedlings. Okra and loofah love hot weather, and that's why I'm starting these seedlings. So I'm gonna see how the loofah seedlings grow. Like I said, I hear a lot that they don't like to be transplanted. However, I have seen people transplant them and they still grow. A lot of people say only grow like 1 or 2 plants. I'm going to try to grow a couple because this is my first time growing loofah. I don't know how they're going to grow. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Then if I see I have like a plethora of plants, then I'm going to reduce, because I want a good amount of loofah, but I don't want a crazy amount of loofah. So that's it. Please share and like my video. Please click that thumbs up, and if you can, please subscribe and share it. I think it's cost effective to garden. It can be time consuming, but I think it's well worth it because you can grow the foods that you like. Like I said, I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I've been wanting to do it for years, and it's a time in my life where I have a home and property where I can do it. Even if you live in a small condo like I did, I even grew bougainvilleas, and I had a couple of roses in my small patio. Just grow something. We need the bees. I had hummingbirds coming. Start you a little container. Grow something. Grow something. Try to grow something. I can see where in a few years food is going to be sky high, and if you can grow your own food and save your own seeds and can your own food, you're going to be better off, and you're probably going to be a lot healthier. So again, this is Precious, the SoCal Gardener. I wish you all a beautiful and peaceful weekend. See you later. See you next time. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want to have to film me planting all these seedlings, but let me see if I could touch it without stopping it. Okay, you could probably see what I have here. So I have 2 Fairy Morse grow lights. And here in that big container I was telling you about, I have, I did this because I couldn't stick the titles or whatever you call them, the sticks or whatever in here. So I have my Black Beauty eggplant, my Black Beauty tomatoes, my straight cucumbers. I have my Kellogg's tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, sugar baby watermelons, sun jewel melons, Roma tomatoes, and crimson sweet watermelon. Here are my loofah. I told you before that I'm doing a little experiment. So some of the seeds I kind of clip the tops off and then planting them, and the other ones I just planted them. Hopefully they will germinate and we'll get something, and hopefully I'll be able to transplant. I'm still going to plant maybe like 2 or 3 seeds in the garden in case the transplants don't come through. Here I have buttercup and butternut squash. I had these little containers, so I just put them in there. All I put is a little bit of water, and the water soaked through. So since these lights are going to be on, I don't want to have to come in here and water every day. So it's good to have water at the bottom of the container, and then it could just soak it up. That's what I'm hoping it's doing. And then right here, I have my Hearts of Gold cantaloupe, and I have my honeydew melon. So I went ahead and topped it off some more with some more seed mix. I'm gonna do this one, top it off with some more seed mix too. And I think that's about it. Later today, what I'll be doing is I'm actually going to start getting my wood together for my grapevine plants. I'm going to treat the wood. Yesterday I went to the local Home Depot store and got untreated wood, and then bought me like some wood sealer, and I also got some garden blocks. The garden bed I'm building, actually the idea came from, again, the Epic Gardener. I think his name is Kevin, where you take some 2x6s, 6 feet and 2 feet, and you put them in the garden boxes and you make you a garden box. I would love to have like the birdies containers, but I cannot afford those right now. So I try to be as economically feasible as I can. So it seemed like a good idea for me to do that. So my wood planks are in the garage right now. I left them in there overnight because the gentleman at Home Depot said they're still wet. Let them dry. I actually took them this morning and kind of just put them against the wall so the air can get around it. And in a minute, I'm going to go treat them. I'm not going to video myself treating that wood. But tomorrow, probably around this time, it's going on 2:30 in the afternoon in California, I am going to video myself putting the beds together and planting the grapevines. I got these grapevines, I'll say about 3 weeks ago, and I've left them in the bag because, like I said, we've had the craziest weather, severe rain, severe wind, snow, and everything else. And plus, I had to go get the wood and the garden blocks to put them together. So I've been making sure to keep the grapevine plants wet in their containers. And I got some more trellises. I wanted to get cattle panel, but I thought I really don't think I need cattle panel for grapevines, but I do need them for the loofah plants because those are heavy and they grow long. So I got a couple of wood trellises while I was there, and I'm going to plant them tomorrow because it's time for them to come out of the bags. In fact, one of the grapevines has leaves starting to bloom out of them, so I got to get them out of the bags. I got to plant them. But other than that, these are my seedlings that I'm starting with. I am going to plant other plants. Like I said, I'm going to plant okra and corn. I may start some seedlings from corn. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I got the squash. I'm just going to be planting a lot. I'm definitely going to have my melons, lots of tomatoes. And this year what I'm going to be doing is called companion. I think it's companion planting, where you plant like certain herbs and flowers that keep pests away from your from the plants that you want to grow. Last year it was a bad year for pests. I had never seen so many hornworms, so many aphids, so many things just attacking my vegetables. So I said I have to do something. So of course I use neem oil and BT and, you know, probably a lot of the organic stuff, but I think companion planting will help. I have a packet of wildflowers. I have a lot of marigolds. I have basil. I'm going to be planting the marigold and basils with my tomato garden bed because it was horrible last year. My front yard is full of lavender, and more than half of my lavender got destroyed. And I remember in 2018, it took me like a whole day in over 100-degree heat and I planted that lavender, and it just grew so beautiful, and it just got destroyed. I also have rosemary in my front yard, and half of those bushes are gone. So I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of my stuff got destroyed. So I'm going to try companion planting for number one, to keep the pest away, but also to attract pollinators, to attract bees. Now where I live, there happens to be a lot of bees. Right now I have some mustard green plants out there that have gone to seed, and the bees have been going crazy over it. So I also have a hummingbird feeder outside that I'm going to replace, and I also have a bird bath. Usually bird baths help keep the birds from eating your tomato plants, because they really want the water in them, from what I hear. So that helps. But I'm going to be using a lot of netting and everything else. So hopefully, I really hope to have a very colorful garden this year. I have some more strawberry plants and potatoes coming in the mail that I need to plant. So I really hope to have a plentiful, colorful, bountiful harvest coming this summer. So I think that's it for now. As you can see, it took a little time. I knew it was going to take time, but I didn't think it was going to take that long to plant everything. But hey, it is what it is. It's worth it. And you guys just keep hanging in there. Find a way to do some container gardening, and just you never know, gardening may just open your mind to a whole new world. So you guys have a good and safe weekend. Wear your mask, wash your hands, stay safe. Okay? Love you all. Have a good day.